Okay, good afternoon and good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us in the COP pitch finale. Let me just tell you that we have 57 attendees right now with us in the Zoom session, and we are also live on YouTube. And let's just wait for a minute or two if any more participants are joining, and then we can start with the COP pitch finale. So let me extend a very warm welcome to all of you who are present in the session today, and thank you to all 4 of our judges to join us. We started this summit on 27th of July. The competition, COP pitch competition began on 23rd July with the orientation session where 36 different teams from across Asia Pacific region participated in the competition. And now we have our top 7 finalists today who are going to pitch live to be the winners for COP pitch 2021. So let me just begin by introducing all 4 of our judges, and then we'll start the live pitches by our finalists. So we have with us Ms. Saloni Muralidhara. She's a senior coordinator at Seva Cooperative Federation and works closely with women-owned cooperatives across sectors to enable their viability and sustainability. Her areas of work also include research, communications, capacity building, fundraising, and advocacy. In the past, she's been working with research department of the International Labour Organization in Geneva. Then we have Mr. H.P. Rathod from Amul. He heads the Cooperative Services and Administration. He has over 28 years of experience in this field, and he has implemented various cooperative development programs and activities. He is also serving as the director in designated member unions of Amul, or Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation. We have Mr. Rohan Clark, who is the co-founder of incubator.coop. Mr. Rohan also runs accelerator and incubator programs with aspiring cooperatives and platform cooperatives. He has hands-on experience in building innovative cooperatives and leading development of 2 cooperative platforms in Australia. Our 4th judge, who's joined us at a short notice. So thank you, Ms. TP. We have Ms. Teresa Paula. She's also known as TP. So she's the co-founding member, general manager, and creative director of Red Root Artists Cooperative. She is also the co-founding member of Youth Connect Cooperative, which was one of the winners of the ICA's replication project from Philippines. So I extend a very warm welcome to all our judges. And We have close to 80 participants now. People are also joining on YouTube. So we can begin with our very first live pitch. So let me invite Hangzhou Intelligent Farm Cooperative from China. May I please request the representatives to raise your hand, and then we'll add you to the panel and you can make your pitch. Do we have anyone from Team Raise in the attendees? May I please request you to please raise your hand? You will find a raise hand icon in the bottom of your screen. Yes, I can see it. Okay. Um, Can you look into this? Right, yeah. May I request you to please unmute yourself? Okay. Yeah, so now we have Team Race from China and the panelists. May I please request you to unmute yourself, and if you can also switch on your video and start the presentation.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Actually, we prepare the PPT, and can I share it with you?
Sure, please go ahead.
How to share?
You will find the share screen icon in the bottom of your screen.
In the mountain.
Yeah. Are you able to see a green color icon, share screen in the bottom of your screen?
Okay, can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay. Oh, so I will just do our presentation without PPT. That's okay.
All right.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and we are the RACE team from China. RACE is actually the logogram of 5 words: richness, agriculture, intelligence, standardization, and ecosystem, which accord with the theme of our project. And there was an impressive event in China last year. We eliminated absolute poverty. However, as a country with a large population and the number of farms, it is our youth responsibility to attach much attention to yield of grain by using modern high technology science and big data surveys. Driven by these factors, we set up Hangzhou Zhihe Intelligent Farm Cooperative and built standardized production system to promote intelligent agriculture so as to benefit all members of society, especially farms, to help rural revitalization and reach commonwealth. And our presentation is divided into 4 parts. The first part is what's our Coop. According to this research, we find there are 3 main problems about agriculture: a lack of agriculture standardization system, and a low level of wisdom, single sales channel for agricultural products, and other problems. Actually, Hangzhou Chihe Intelligent Farm Cooperatives is a modern agriculture science and technology cooperative that integrates high growth in agriculture development and scientific and technological innovation. The core base of the enterprise is 1,500 mu and the industry radiation area of 300 mu. Based on the modern Internet of Things technology, the cooperative builds a food and vegetable planting and production based bed. At the same time, with the Zhihe brand as a mechanism, we established a data intelligent and modern agriculture production management system and combine the modern agricultural planting technology with the concept of green agriculture and carry out the comprehensive development of ecological and circular agriculture. And the second part is why we choose to set up this Coop is by building Hangzhou, agriculture recycling industry chain, implement the 5 verification of green planting and establishing relevant planting structure standards and creating the most characteristic functional area of green and leaf vegetable production in Zhejiang and even in the country. A new rural special cultural demonstration tourism area and an ecologic agricultural. Oh, sorry, I can see this. So, so I will share I know how to share the PPT. Sorry. 开始放映。And you can see from this picture that we carry out a standard management of the whole production process of vegetables from pre-production, in production, and to post-production. Improve the quality of vegetable products from the source and achieve the leapfrog transformation of vegetable production output priority to vegetable production quality first. And next is our products and services. We establish an integrated closed loop process from production, inspection, and packaging, sales, transportation to an evaluation of green and vegetable in light of this diagram. Next, the third part is the efficiency of our Coop. A part of the rice of our Coop is purchased by the state as a national reserve and marketed vegetables and high-end fruits. In view of the government and large enterprises, specialized personnel are arranged to regularly come to understand the needs and push the high-quality agricultural products of the cooperatives. And for individual customers, regularly carry out offline agricultural products preferential days, children's agricultural experience festival, online fixed point push information, and other ways to establish contact. And next is our market. According to the annual statistics of 2020, we have achieved sales of 8 million and including 3.6 million rice planted in the base, 3.2 million high-quality vegetables and fruits, and 1 million farmers training projects entrusted by the government, especially very good online and selling 7,800 yuan per day. As an example is how we open up our market channels online, such as this online app. You can easily implement these functions. That means we makes a brief introduction to these products, and the customers offline can buy this. And this is our media report. Our Coop was reported by CCTV and received attention from sales leaders and Zhejiang province leader. These pictures are the report of our project. And next is promote employment. Our cooperative has also become the agriculture life experience base for middle school students. In Hangzhou, since its establishment, the cooperative has directly provided 124 jobs for the society, indirectly employed more than 700 people, and directly increased the members of the cooperative by 5,500 yuan per year. So next is what we do against the COVID-19. During the COVID-19 period, the cooperative guaranteed the supply of vegetables for nearly 20,000 residents in 72 communities. Awarded the Hangzhou, and our Coop is awarded the Hangzhou Outstanding Contribution Award in the fight against the epidemic.
Sorry to interrupt, Jin, but you will have to quickly wrap up because your pitching time is over and now we have 5 minutes left for Q&A.
Okay. So the first part is our future. So in a short, we will use the technology and big data and some modern technology to further our Coop. And each piece of our farmland can be accurately planted according to the needs of customers to improve the efficiency of agricultural production. And in the future, we look forward to developing the intelligent agricultural technology of the cooperative to Malaysia, the Philippines, Laos, and other traditional agricultural countries along the Belt and Road Initiative to improve the level of agricultural modernization and increase the income of farmers. Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Jin. So judges, we have 4 minutes left for the Q&A. If you have any questions for her, you may please ask.
I can go first if that's all right. I had a couple of questions. One was, I would like to see the governance structure of your entire model. Who makes the decisions? How are decisions made? That was my first question for you. My second question was, a lot of your cooperative idea is based on technology and digital access. Now, given that there is a large gender divide in terms of access to technology, how will the cooperative bring in practices to bridge this?
The first question is, sorry. So the first question is maybe some managing of our business. So our Coop is managed by the Coop team members and key members. Coop members are initial investors who are responsible for intelligent farm cooperatives set up operation. And also they also set the rules for the benefit of our team. And key members are on the management team and technical experts. Project field tasks and plant projection are their responsibilities. And all members need to work cooperatively in accordance with the rules of democratic management, principles of voluntary membership, and freedom of withdrawal.
Okay, thank you, Jin. Now maybe we can move to our next.
I have one question.
Yes, please, Mr. Rathod.
Yeah. You have informed that you are planning to replicate this model in other countries. But what about replication of this model in your nearby region? Because we see that it's a very small model, though it's a big business, but replicability within your nearby region, how many such cooperatives have been formed and how they are functioning?
And so actually we will do the research about the agriculture situation among the other countries, and then to further our project.
Okay, TP, do you have a question as well? I see your hand raised.
Yes. What IoT or Internet of Things is being implemented in your model farm, and how are you training the farmers?
How we
To use them?
Yeah. Yes. You mean the IoT? Yes. Actually, we built many intelligent and modern agricultural production facility systems such as IoT planting demonstration park and agricultural products traceability control center, and created the band mechanism with 智和 as the core, and so that the company aims at realizing the modularization of planting plan and the standardization of planting methods, clarification of planting data, and maximization of planting benefits, which will ultimately promote farmers to increase yield and get rich. And as for the training, we have actually this training is most of the training is by the government. That means the government organized the STEAM. They help us to recruit the trainees from many rural countryside, and the farmers come to our Coop, and we have the professional teachers, and they are sometimes they are also the farmers in our Coop, and they can teach them.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jin. You can stop sharing the screen. May I request the next representative from Team Gubat St. Anthony Cooperative from Philippines to raise their hand. Is it Leo Lingel? Shri, this is Francis, not Leo. I don't know why he has raised his hand. Francis, could you please unmute yourself and start your pitch? If you want to share screen, you can also do that. Yeah.
Wait. Just wait.
Should we start the time, Francis? All right, go ahead.
Oh wait, mag-share lang screen. Alrighty. This is the Karitaan initiative. So what if I tell you we can cure Philippines poverty one region at a time? Karitaan is a Maranao word that means dear. And for me, it is the people that I hold dearly that I want to help. So in the Philippines, the main problems are, according to the Department of Environment and Natural Resources 2021, the Philippines has already generated 52,000 metric tons of masks, which is equivalent to 2 million sacks of rice, 25 kilograms each. Concerns have been raised as the improper waste management continues. The other problem is the Marawi rehabilitation started with the large-scale infrastructures instead of homes, and the progress is slow. And the third problem this initiative wants to solve is many Filipinos are still jobless due to COVID-19, although there is decline of 7.1% in unemployment rate in March. So those are the problems. And not only that, Philippines, in Manila as well, there are a lot of slums in our country. So this initiative will help. So the solution, how could one initiative solve three problems at the same time? So the first solution is to produce precast walls and hollow blocks with shredded disposable masks as additive. It is low cost, and the Philippines is still under the build project. So we plan to make precast walls and the hollow blocks with shredded disposable masks as additive to to solve the environmental problems of the Philippines, especially the improper waste management. So what we plan is to gather, to include the youth of our country, Aflatun youth. We can also join the environmentalist groups of the Philippines that would want to help us solve this problem, as well as actually Girl Scout of the Philippines. They are very involved. So we are trying to use the youth to help us gather disposed masks from their homes and send it to the nearest co-ops to so that we can incorporate them in making precast walls and hollow blocks. So we can sell these precast walls and hollow blocks at the same standard price, but then the quality is on par with the others. So it's a win-win. And we can also help the Maranaos. How? 20% of the earnings will be invested to the rehabilitation of Marawi as part of our CSR. And the third solution is we would like to train out of school youths and unemployed Filipinos today that we want to employ them. We want to train them in construction works. So they will produce the precast walls and the hollow blocks so that by the time they are trained and ready to work, we can send them to Marawi and help them build houses, build a whole residence for them to finally live, because everybody deserves an equal opportunity. My mother said that people cannot work properly
without proper shelter and food. So that's what we're trying to solve. We want to give people shelter and food so they could stand up for themselves in the future. So this is the product, the precast walls, and the design of hollow blocks. It's basic design, just the same as others. This is the timeline of what could be achieved, and the timing is the best time to build houses is during summertime in the Philippines because it's hot. So we're trying to gather all the disposed masks as possible this February 2022. Sorry. This February 2022 and March 2022. So the target markets are malls, hotels, residentials, restaurants, medical facilities, public infrastructures, precast walls. They are promoted by savvy engineers as a more cost-efficient and labor-efficient alternative, as it is ready-made and will be set up only. So precast method is being used by SM. However, they use a mold as the walls are being built, making it time-consuming still. And hotels are into soundproofing as well as residentials. What's more is that there is an increase of building quarantine facilities due to the pandemic. And a residential house may need approximately 50 precast walls. Supplying this, it would reach about 1 million pesos. All that is left is furnishing the house, leaving them to sell it the same rate as the competitors, but earn more. Target market.
Sorry to interrupt, Francis.
Yes.
There are only 10 seconds left for you.
Oh,
you need to wrap up. I've sent a reminder to you. Please try to quickly wrap up.
So that's basically it. Future roadmaps after COVID-19, there would be a decrease in the use of disposable masks. So to make this business sustainable, we are planning to incorporate plastic wastes instead. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis. So judges, you may please ask the questions. Yes, Mr. Rohan, you may please continue.
Hey, Francis, that was great. Love the idea and love the business model. I love the 20% of earnings being shared and the community wealth building kind of aspect of like drawing on unemployed people to help you build the business. Tell me, who are the members? Is there a cooperative? What's the legal structure that you'll be using? Are you using a cooperative or is it a social enterprise model that you're using? And who are the members if it is a cooperative that you're creating?
The business is cooperative, very inclusive. The members would be any youth groups that we could actually gather. They could be a member if they are interested. But more importantly, I want to have the local welders, local masons of our place as members, and they can benefit from it. They can train the out of school youths and other unemployed people. So the earnings from the business, they could be their profit, their income from it. Yes.
Yes, TV, please go ahead.
Can you elaborate more on the organizational structure and where do you come in? The key roles of the youth.
Let's see. I actually plan a partnership. If that could be established, I want a partnership with Green Ants. Can I say a specific company? I want to have a partnership with Green Ants Building Incorporated because they have this project that they make hollow blocks with plastic waste. And how do I say this? I want to be their industrial partner because they have the machineries, and now all we have to worry about is procurement of raw materials. So it's a partnership, and then we could, yes.
I have a question also. Thank you for that, Francis. I see that you've touched upon a lot of areas. You've touched upon youth unemployment. You've touched upon, waste management and environment conscious, production. If I had to ask you to give me your unique selling proposition in one sentence, what would you tell me?
Our product is the same as any product, but better because it has enhanced plasticity, strength, and it is very low cost, and it could still help others. So it is very inclusive. What we want to what change we want to see in this world, we could help by buying them. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just one question. The structure of cooperative is not clear in your business model. So business idea is good. So how do you propose the member economic participation in this? Because you have given said that you want to go for Mason and other things. So instead of this product, they can do any other things and do any other cooperative. How it is different?
Can you please repeat the question?
Yes, please. Say your cooperative business idea is good, but the cooperative model is not clear. You said that you want to go for, say, member is a mason and other person who are doing this activity. So you have just changed the material and they can do cooperative by any means. So how your model of cooperative is different and how you are planning to have member economic participation for this model?
Let's see. Was it can I ask a question? Was it because of the partnership idea?
Not partnership, the basic members which you have taken as a cooperative members.
The cooperative members.
Yes.
It is unclear. It's like a backward network where all the members, they could I could acquire the disposed masks from them, as well as have the members to what do you call this, provide provide the disposed masks to me, the members.
Thank you, Francis. We will have to move to the next presentation now. You may please stop sharing the screen. Right. So now we have the Udara cooperative with us. May I please request the participants to switch on their videos and you can start the presentation.
Just hold on one sec, okay?
Sure.
And in advance, I apologize for any background noise that you hear. It is totally unavoidable on my part, so I would like to apologize.
Your time has now started, Danish. You may start. Thanks.
Okay, 1 sec. All right. A very good day to our distinguished moderator and our honorable judges. I am Danish Huzail from Udara Cooperative Malaysia, along with my team member Azra Shahira as also a co-presenter. Today we are here to present to you our co-op pitch for APCYS 3.0 2021.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. So the overview for our project includes problem statements, which are the problems that we would like to highlight and we would like to find solutions on. And then the unique value of propositions, our milestone, and lastly, the business model canvas. So firstly, I would like to introduce what each our team members have done. Firstly, our team leader, Danish Huzail, did research and development for the agricultural method that we are doing, which is aquaponic. Since aquaponic is not really used in Malaysia, so we are lacking in terms of information, and our team leader did lots of research on that. And then next, Nafisuddin, which is also a part of our team, did were in charge of the logistics, which means the transportation for product. And lastly, I am in charge for the finance, and Farha is in charge of the marketing to promote our product. So what are the problems that we are trying to solve? Firstly, we aim to establish a continuous method to produce food through aquaponics. This is because um, the traditional method of agriculture affects soil, and this causes deforestation when population increases in an area. And then next, we also aspire to supply ingredients to restaurants around Kuala Kubu Baru at low rates to prevent them from losing their source of income. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, the um, rate of employment have decreased in our area with people losing their jobs. So at the same time, we are trying to provide job opportunities. And lastly, we would like to open our own cafe, which will also give job opportunities to the less fortunate people and aborigines around Kuala Kubu Baru. So
Okay,
here are
so
some of
here are our solutions. Sorry about that. Here are our solutions that we have come up with, our plan to overcome the problems that we have faced in our district of Kuala Kubu Baru. One of the solutions is to establish a continuous method to produce food through aquaponics. I will give you a brief explanation on how our aquaponics system works. For those of you who don't know, is that aquaponics is a system that combines both hydroponic and aquaculture systems. Hydroponics, which helps cultivate plants, and also aquaculture, which helps cultivate fish in one system. And this system doesn't require any large acres and acres of land. It doesn't require any heavy machinery such as crop harvesters, crop dusters. Instead, it is a more reliable and sustainable method to produce food, which I also see as an alternative to being used in the future compared to a traditional agriculture. So us at Udara, we will have to research on developing the optimal aquaponic system that can accurately control the optimal temperatures, the optimal conditions that our fish and plants need to produce the top quality products. Okay, our second solution is that we will supply ingredients to the restaurants around Kuala Kubu Baru at low rates. This can help struggling restaurants and businesses to help bring back the project up, since they have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, in which their ingredient supplies have been cut off due to travel restrictions. At later stages of development, Udara Corporation will begin receiving sales from other districts in the state of Selangor. We will get to that later in our points of milestones. Last but not least, we will offer more job opportunities to people around the district of Kuala Kubu Baru and eventually the whole of our nation, Malaysia. We will open, not only we will have aquaponics system headquarters, which we will house our aquaponics systems, and we will also need people to help run those systems. We will also plan to open cafes in the future, which will mostly be using ingredients supplied from our aquaponics headquarters.
Danish, sorry to interrupt, but you'll have to wrap up in next 30-35 seconds.
Okay.
So next is our unique value propositions. We at Udara, we aim for to fresher produce of products, which means the products are cleaner, organic, and more sanitary. This is because with our tagline, produce of the future, we will always try to find a continuous way in producing product through aquaponics, so it will not disrupt the supply of product.
Okay, I will take a few more seconds of your time. I apologize to present our milestones, and apologies for that. We do not have a PowerPoint slide for that, but our milestones are, we have 3 phases. The first few phases, the first phase is our research phase, where we conduct researches to optimize our aquaponic system. The next phase, which will come in about 4 years, is the phase where we start receiving sales from all of Selangor, all of the state of Selangor in Malaysia, and we will help supply ingredients such as chilies, roselle flowers, tilapia, and climbing perch fish to the whole state. And then last but not least, the last phase where we will where we assume that we will break even in terms of costs and revenue, is the phase where we will be able to supply to the whole of Malaysia, and at the same time we will have multiple branches of the aquaponic systems, which is very easy to duplicate, as you will just have to make more and more of the same system, whether indoors or outdoors, whether in a greenhouse, anywhere, as long as you have a small amount of land that can help house the aquaponic systems. Okay, so that's all from us, Udara. Now we would like to ask the judges, the distinguished panel of judges, if they have any questions that come in their mind.
Judges, do we have any questions for Udara Cooperative?
I can ask a couple. One is, again, I would like to see, who's making the decisions, what is the governance structure, what is the organizational structure of your idea. I also want to know, you said, there's not a lot of systems, it's aquaponics, but correct me if I'm wrong, there may be a lot of early investment made into these, systems, into the aquariums. I'm not sure what they are. Where is the money coming from? Who are your funders? Where is the money coming in from to start off this cooperative?
Okay, so Ms. Salini, can you repeat your first question, because I didn't really manage to get hold of it.
Can you talk us through the cooperative structure, the governance of your model, of your idea?
By governance, do you mean the structure of our organization? Okay, the structure of our organization, I will it's divided into 4 parts. We have the research and development section of the organization. We have the logistics part of the section of the organization. We have finances, and also we have marketing. First, in the research and development section, this section or sector of the organization will be dedicated to optimizing the overall structure of the aquaponic model, and also optimizing it so that we are able to produce more products and supply more products at the same time. For the logistics, it will be the logistics section of the organization will be dedicated to organizing the delivery of items, the receiving of items, materials that we need for our aquaponic systems from other organizations and to other restaurants or households in the area. For finances, it's we take care of the accounts, the cash books, the ledgers, the financial statements, the income statements of the company, and also by the end of the accounting year, we will be able to assess the finances of the company, whether we have a surplus or deficit in the company. Last but not least is the marketing sector, where in my opinion is one of the second most important sectors of the organization, which will help promote our business in terms of interesting infographics and also advertisements on social media, on online stores, so that we can continue receiving sales and increasing our revenue. For your question that you asked, the second question, where we can get our capital or the money we will develop our aquaponic system from. Our idea is that if this idea is successful and well developed in the future, we plan to patent it online and also to other organizations for them to use as a business idea of their own. And also we will ask and request for royalty on our behalf as well, if we are able to receive as such.
Okay, thank you, Danish. If we do not have any more questions, we'll move to the next team, which is Team Eco from Indonesia.
I have one question.
Yes, Mr. Ratan.
Yeah, it's aquaponics is a future thing, and it is one of the very good idea, because wherever the land are getting into the short supply due to say increasing of the population, this idea would work wonderfully. My only question is that how you are going to make it economic. You have said that you are going to supply at very low rates, but in the present condition, other producers are anyway quite cheap, and aquaponics would cost you more. So how you are going to make it supplied at very low rates?
Okay, very good question from Mr. Ratot. On our behalf, we admit that it is something that as an organization, we also have done a SWOT analysis of ourselves. We admit that it is also one of our, actually it is, we admit that it is a weakness of our company, and that we are confident that although at the first stages of our company, as I said in the milestone section of our presentation, phase 1, we are up to no choice but to supply at a standard or a slightly higher rate than usual. because we still need the revenue and also the profit to continue developing our aquaponic system so that we can supply more products. I believe when we have reached the second or third phase where we have broke even and received enough revenue to develop our aquaponic headquarters and branches, we believe that we can produce products at lower rates, and also we are able to market it indirectly to other wholesalers or retailers so that customers and also restaurants can get it at the lowest rates, even if they buy in bulk.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So that is it for our presentation, also Q&A section. Thank you to the distinguished judges and also Ms. Shivali Sarna, the moderator. We thank you very much. We see you next time.
Thank you, Danish. So now do we have Latifa from the EcoClean Cooperative Indonesia? Could you please request Ulfa to raise her hand? We have a hand raised from Nabila. Is she from your team, Latifa? All right, we're just adding you to the panel.
Hi, can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you. You can start your presentation.
I'll do the presentation and my friends Latifa will do the share screen.
Sure. So we've started your time. You can please begin.
Okay, so our team idea of cooperative is EcoClean. So what is EcoClean? EcoClean is a cleaning professional platform cooperative that connects people to friendly and reliable cleaning experts. So in this platform, we will be connecting cleaning workers to people who in need of cleaning services. In EcoClean, we empower domestic workers to be cleaning professionals, to have fair wage, social security, and better working condition. And we provide our customers with eco-friendly products to preserve nature. And the problem we are trying to solve, the problem is that the work of independent cleaners, home workers, and domestic workers are exploited and undervalued. We have seen so much report about it, about workers who are underpaid and given poor work conditions. And we see the opportunity that the biggest on-demand cleaning service platform, Go Clean by Gojek, has recently closed down due to the pandemic and left its workers with minimal severance pays. So we see the opportunity that void in the cleaning service industry who caters to smaller institutions. And we want to fill this void with a better, more ethical platform. The solutions is we're creating this platform. We're creating this platform enabling valuable cleaning works and ensure cleaning activities that do not harm our environment and health. And to do that, we establish our cooperatively owned platform and apply eco-friendly and ethical cleaning work. And as of now, we have built this product that is environmentally friendly. It hasn't been mass produced yet, but we have a plan of environmentally friendly products. And here is our business canvas model. The value proportions is workers as owners with fair wage, social security, and promoting solidarity economy, eco-friendly products, health protocols, and data protection, and also waste management. And for our customer segments, we will do the marketing to housing and local councils and office affairs, and we will also promoting this to local university who needs cleaning services. And the key partner is from domestic worker and home worker, and then the Ministry of Manpower and Coop Ministry, and then so much. From the key activities, we're going to organize domestic workers and cooperatives, and then we will be giving services that is promoting better work environment to the workers and creating better natural environment. And that is our presentation for our products.
Thank you very much, Nabila. You were way ahead of the time. Judges, if you have any questions for her, please go ahead.
Yeah, I have a couple. I was very happy to see you mention upfront about social security to all of your workers. Big up for me on that. You mentioned you will ensure better working conditions for your workers. One of the biggest challenges that domestic workers face is harassment within the household. How would your platform or your idea seek to respond to this?
From that, addressing the harassment in the workplace, we will be giving places for the workers to speak about their problems, and we want to make sure that their voices matter in this business, and we're trying our best to make sure them that their voices are important.
Yes, Mr. Rohan, please go ahead.
Fabulous, Nabila. Two questions for you. One was with respect to the technology. Have you, where are you at in terms of looking at how you might, what technology you might use to manage the platform Co-op? There's some examples of similar services internationally in the US and elsewhere. So I had a question about how you're approaching technology. And the other one was how you'd go about gathering members. Like, so you mentioned there was an opportunity by virtue of the fact of an existing provider closing down. Have you got some strategies about how you might go about gathering workers and members to your cooperative?
So for the technology that we approved, we see the opportunity of website. We will be developing a website for them to make orders, and that is a technology that we're approaching. And about the second question is about
how you go about gathering members.
We have connections to some community about women empowerment, and we have some connections to other communities, and I think we will start there first to promote our idea, our cooperative idea.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
TP, you may please go ahead. I saw your hand raised.
Why is this personally important to you? And how do you see yourself participating in Eco Clean as a youth member?
So this is personally important for me because it also includes humanity and environment, and I want people to that especially do not have higher educations or finding jobs, and I want them who are independent cleaners to make a place that can support and accommodate their works. And I'm sorry, I forgot the second questions.
How do you see yourself participating in this business and as a youth member?
So for this organization, it's only me and Latifa for now, but I'll be managing the human resources of this business and hiring people from outside and collaborating with other community as well.
Yes, Mr. Rathod, please go ahead.
This is one of the very much required thing because lower section of the society is mostly exploited and they really need cooperative. So it's a very good idea. My question is because in such section, it's very easy for them to form union or get drifted by the ideas of others. So when individual wage worker goes for some earning, they may get higher wages, but together they may or may not get. So how do you plan to ensure good wage for each and every member and regular work for each and every member of your cooperative?
So we will be promoting about cooperative idea and about membership fee, and we will be present them about how they will gain benefits from this cooperation. With that, we have selling products and then membership fee, and we will be presenting this to the workers to make sure that they'll gain profits and benefits from this.
I'll repeat my question. How do you see profit for this cooperative?
For this cooperative,
whatever the wage, because whatever the wage owner gives, you'll have to retain something for yourself. And if individual member goes and earn by themselves, then they are getting higher wage. So how do you plan that your cooperative will give more money to these workers compared to individually which they can earn?
So part of our idea is selling products, environmentally friendly products, and we have this product, liquids, cleaning products, and we have this, and by selling these products, we estimated that we will gain profit in the next month.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I don't see any more questions from the judges, so we can close this presentation. Thank you, Navida and Latifa. We'll continue with the next presentation. So the next team is Fitterfoot from India, and we have Akansha and Vikas for the presentation.
I'm Sachi also.
Okay, we are adding her as well. Yeah, now all three of you are in the panel section. Please, you can begin the presentation.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, because you're audible.
Hello everyone, we are Team Fitterfoot presenting our pitch from India. We are a group of students pursuing MBA from Institute of Rural Management, Anand. Let's start it with the problem we are trying to address. Good health and wellness, the third main agenda in the Sustainable Development Goal by World Health Organization, under which mental stress is one of the first main focus. But there has been applied in the fitness industry itself for both trainers and people who want to achieve a particular fitness goal. Fitness trainers in most of the cases are underpaid irrespective of their experience and talent in the local gyms. They struggle even to earn their living. And on the other hand, there has been industry has been become so premium and full of incomplete knowledge that it is difficult for an individual to achieve a fitness goal without costly personal training that are uh, that a normal individual can't afford for long. We thereby bring our platform cooperative with an integral role of digital technology, that is Fitterfoot. We are providing a common platform to both the groups so that they can do justice to one another. Fitness trainer will get a deserved compensation according to their respective experience and talent, and moreover, client will get a complete assistance to achieve their fitness goal at a reasonable rate.
Now coming to the business plan, we have built an AI-based platform cooperative application in which we have designed two logins, one for our wellness partner and one for our client. Our wellness partner, that is trainer and dietitian, will register on the app through Google account, phone number, details like personal information, certifications, and experiences, to which we will do the verification, and the verified partners will sign up an agreement. After signing the agreement, the partners will fill up their details like working days, timings, and client assignment will be done based on the prior selection of trainers by the clients. Once the partners and clients are joined, continuous process checks will be done and updates will be done according to the requirement. Now coming to the client login. First registration will be done through Google account, phone number or social media handles, after which they log in and fill up required details like basic information and select their plan, that is freemium or premium. The freemium users will get the free benefits, that is fitness videos and diet guidelines. The premium users will select the plan monthly, quarterly or yearly, after which they'll customize the plan according to their chosen combo between trainers, dietitians, gym facility, and food outlets based on their comfortable locations, etc. After which they'll get assigned with their partners and plan will be executed. Periodic review of the process will be measured with required updates, and both the interferences will be monitored by the admin.
Now coming to our target market, we are going to start with Gurgaon as a first target market, which is the most fitness conscious city in India. Our target segment includes all those individuals whose age group is between 20 to 55 years and monthly average income is greater than 40,000. Main target customers are corporate, flat housing colonies, and fitness enthusiasts. Fitterfoot will work under three departments. First, the human resource department. Its responsibility is to create a fitness partner community of fitness trainers, fitness gym, wellness centers, dietitians, and food outlets. Second, the utility department. Its responsibility is to create an application Fitterfoot interface which is equipped with all the technical support. Third, the sales and marketing department. The sales department responsibility is to find proper clients and to convert them on a platform user experience. Marketing. It will happen offline through a junior executive and online through various social media platforms. Now coming to the market sizing, Indian fitness industry amounts to 2.6 billion market size with an annual growth rate of 18 to 20%. There are currently 6 million active users who on an average spend $350 to $400 annually towards fitness services. Now coming to revenues in app segment, it is projected to reach $325 million by 2021 and the number of users are amounting to reach 153.2 millions by 2024. Now in the market, there are other key players also. So we are going to differentiate ourselves from them by providing a platform cooperative, which will cover all the fitness dimensions. It will focus on peer learning, which will happen through focus group of 5 to 6 individuals having a common shared target. It will focus on fitness diet, which we have ever heard but never tried, keto, paleo, low carb, Atkins, vegan diet. Now coming to the COVID-19 impact. When the COVID-19 happened, the daily active users on the fitness app increased by 24% from Q1 to Q2 of 2020, which clearly indicates that the COVID-19 had a positive impact on the virtual fitness industry. Now what the cost analysis Vikas will going to take.
Talking about our finances, these are our capex assumptions. followed by our other operating expenses we are expected to occur. Next. These are our revenue assumptions and how our revenue will flow in in coming 4 years. Talking about our cash flows, these are our cash. These will be our cash flow at the beginning of the year, our net cash flows, and the cash flows at the end of the year. We are expecting our break-even point between 1 and 2 years with our NPV of 63.20 million. Now, talking about how our cooperative will do, how our model will do justice to the cooperative. It will be a purely voluntary and open membership. Second, there will be a democratic member control. Third, membership. There will be a focused membership economic participations. Fourth, autonomous. Our Fitterfoot will be autonomous and an independence bodies. And the fifth one is there will be a proper focus on education, training, and information by doing a standardized SOPs.
At last, for us, the journey of having impact to our lives would never stop, but the process of reaching this goal is more valuable to us. We imagine having an impact in any individual's life for reaching his goal is not the end. We believe in having to have support system and motivator for life to stay on a healthy track even after reaching his goal. We aim to build a connection with each and every individual to have faith in us and find us as a support system throughout life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team Fitterfoot. It was a nice presentation and you finished it right on time. Judges, please go ahead with your questions.
Yeah, I have one question. Anyway, our youth and even people in some mid-age are very much fitness oriented nowadays, and everyone want to be fit. So it's a very good concept that you want to keep the society fit. Now, question is, how do you plan to tackle the competition in this area? Because so many such applications are already available. Number one, that is the question, how you are going to maintain your competitiveness and profit. Number one question. Question number two, who is going to take policy decision in your cooperative?
Sir, I will take this question. So first of all, talking about our competitions, we do know that we have a competition which we have listed in our presentation, but none of them are cooperative in the sense, because of these private market player. These fitness industry has become so much premium. We are totally focused on our peer learning, and we are focused on group training. So by doing so and bringing all of them on a one platform, we really we are mainly focused on reducing the cost of the fitness. Their premium model, they are from the range between 6,000 and 10,000. On the other hand, we after doing a certain research has come to the number that is between 3,000 and 3,500, which we think is really more costly compared to our goal, but they are very much cost friendly compared to our competitives. So second part about the management control. Akansha, can you just go to that management control?
Okay.
Management in our
Yeah, this one.
Sir, we distributed our Fitterfoot basically on 3 departments. That is human resource department, utility department, and sales marketing department. In the human resource department, we are planning that there will be a 3 executives. That is fitness executives, dietitian executives, and retail executives. And they will be heading a junior executive, which will be working totally.
My question, these are operational decisions. My question is policy decision. Who is going to take the policy decision?
Yes, sir. We are our cooperative will be. Yes, sir. Our cooperative will be headed by the president, who will be gym owners. We are in close talk with the three gym owners. That is CRP gyms, that is Raw Fitness and R4 Fitness. Sir. And moreover, we are in contact with the 2 personal and an experienced trainer. They will be the key policy control. And yes, we are a democratic. We will be a democratic cooperative, and all of our confused and the major decision will be based on one person, one vote policy, sir.
I have a couple of questions, especially picking up on what Rathorji also said. I hear that gym owners are your will probably be your major stakeholders. in that case, and also because you're collecting a lot of data from various stakeholders, how will you ensure the data is protected for everyone who's on the platform co-op? The second thing is the fitness industry is rather male dominated. How will you ensure equal and fair participation of women in your cooperative?
Kansha, will you go for it?
Yeah, actually, your first question, there was some network connection error that happened. Can you repeat the first question? Like,
Yes. How will you ensure that the data, which is a lot of data that you're collecting, who watches your video, logins, passwords, etc., how is that data protected?
oh, ma'am, that's one. Ma'am, actually, we are going to have a SOPs in which we are going to have all the details and information that is confidential and no one will be able to leak it. And coming to a second question, like the women empowerment in the gym, ma'am, this is a very, I don't know, like I would be able to answer this or not because it's a truly an assumption that we have, like it's a male dominating because we have seen how many fitness oriented women have been coming to the market and it has been changing the market situation. So in the few years and in the few years it will going to be changed, but like as you mentioned, the women empowerment, we're going to have a 35 percentage participation reserved for the women as we have in the election.
Ma'am, coming to your data safety point, we have a proper utility department intact who will make sure that the data will be sure. We have assigned them only the app work. Ma'am, they will assure all the data protection. And ma'am, in today's world, I really apologize for countering your point. The female counterpart are more concerned with the fitness indeed, ma'am. Thank you.
I just have one really quick question, just to take us back to the economic model, the business model. I think I've heard you say that effectively the customers will pay the same as they currently are in the current market, and that trainers will get more because they're currently underpaid. Can you tell me just really simply what the additional amount the trainers would get relative to what they're currently getting? So what percentage more would they be getting under this model versus what they're currently getting?
Sir, as you can see from our slide, that we have assigned the 40% of our revenue created to the staff salaries. That will be totally dedicated to the fitness trainer or the fitness partner, like the dietitians who will be partnering with us. Second thing is that in the local scenario, what is happening is if one fitness trainer get a personal training, he will cost, if he costs 5,000, he have to pay 40% of it to the to the gym owner in which he was doing a training. We are making him free from this fees, but we are telling him that be with us. We will give him 100% compensation of his experience, of his training, and of his hard work he is doing.
So like adding to Vikas's point, what our basic purpose is, we want to cut the in-between costs. And that's how we want to ensure that they get the equal, like the experience they have and the true compensation.
So I have one single last question. Who is the member and shareholder of this, your cooperative? Gym owner or fitness trainer?
Sir, in this, the fitness trainers, they will be our shareholders, and our stakeholders will be our clients, our fitness trainer, which we call them a fitness partner, which include the trainers, dietitians, the retailer who are food retail shops who are going to work with us, and obviously the policy decision and the major shareholder who are trying to put their money in them are the president, that is the gym owners and the experienced gym trainers.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Team Fitterfoot. Next team we have is Himalayan Hemp Cooperative from India again. I think they've already been added to the panel. They are being added, and we'll begin with their presentation next.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Hanish, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, so I'll start with the presentation. In between, if there is any network fluctuation, I'll appear again. So just bear with me if that happens. So I'm just sharing the presentation. Yeah. So okay, so I'll just do it like this only. I'm not able to do the screen show. So basically, we are a socio-ecological community, and we are a collective of farmers, artisans, and innovators. I am one of the innovators in this community, and I'm representing today. Our name is Himalayan Hemp, and we are present in Himachal Pradesh, state of India. Now, the mission statement that we have is that we are working on preserving the indigenous variety of cannabis and hemp plants and the community practices associated with the plant in the Himalayan range. Now, to give a brief overview, like how this story starts, is that there used to be Silk Road, which used to go from Tibetan Plateau till Afghanistan, and Himachal was an integral part of it. Before 1985, when NDPS was not there, like this Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropics Substances Act. So before that, all the people in the Himalayan range, they used to work with the cannabis plant because they don't have any other option. In this high altitude, they don't get any other crop. So it used to go like that. And in 1985, when NDPS was launched, all the businessmen, flourishing businessmen, were converted into criminals altogether. So what happened here is people continued doing that, and now the state has an image where it carries a narcotic image all across the world. Now the thing is with the cannabis plant, we want to do a reformative strategy here, where government or NDPS, they are using the strategy of criminalizing people and putting them in prisons. We want to come up with an alternative of reformation, and reformation means like there is a cooperative society which is going to work on the hemp plant. Now, the mission statement also says that we want to increase the farmer income from 80,000 rupees to 3 lakh rupees per annum. The issue initially that we started with was menstruation. So now what the products that we want to create those products which are focused on marginalized communities. And women are getting empowered today, but menstrual hygiene is still a matter of concern. And we got this product made, we got it back.
I think we have a technical issue from Hanish's side.
Yes, we are not able to hear.
Hanish, if you can hear us, could you please rejoin quickly?
I'm sorry. So this happened as I had mentioned. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So basically, the target is also the environmental pollution. With the sanitary pad, we have also noted that if one woman goes with one sanitary pad of ours, which and considering there are 47 crore 12 to 48 years old women in India right now, which means they
sorry,
are.
Hanish, maybe
Yes.
you can try with your video off. That will give you a little more bandwidth.
Yes. Okay. Should I continue speaking? Am I audible properly?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now coming to the cooperative model. We have defined a cooperative model. So it is not just limited to a cooperative society. We are going to build a social enterprise, and cooperative society is foundational to it. So the first part of our cooperative model, we have two cooperatives. One is a farmer cooperative, one is an industrial cooperative, and we are also going to add the sales cooperative, which is for door-to-door marketing and also going to the schools and doing the seminars. As I was saying before, we invite the family, and then to daughter we train, we make them aware about menstruation. To the mother, we give them a work from home model Like we train them and they only stitch it. So there is a better harmony between daughter and mother, because mother is only making the product and father gets aware about the farmer initiatives. Now, the second part of this cooperative model is research and preservation, where we have a seed bank and a research foundation in place. Seed bank, why? Because we don't want to import the seeds from outside. We have a strong belief that the plants which are existing in the Himalayas, they already have a larger value, and we want to research upon them and make them available to the farmers at low prices. And research foundation is to come up with new products, because we are innovators in this as well. Now, third part is the implementation part, where we have an industries and a healing center, which is basically, it will work as a selling point into the market. Cooperatives will be functioning as the manufacturers, and industries is a central body which is selling it to the other clientele, and that is taking care of everything. And healing center is something which we have not registered so far, but it is envisioned, where when we get into the medicinal part of the cannabis, once the laws become better in India, we will get into that as well. And the final part of this model is the society, which is a already existing community of 16 people, and like they support the cause oriented approaches. Like we were approached by a Tamil Nadu women only prison, that they asked us to give 3,000 pads to them. They didn't have any money to pay us, so we did a crowdfunding under the society. So society takes those initiatives which highlight the work of the cooperative. Now, this is the lean canvas. I will come to it later on. This is the sanitary pad. This is the packaging. On the packaging, we are showing a woman drying the sanitary pads along with the other clothes, so that the taboo is broken, that it doesn't need to be, dried in the open, without others' eyes. Now, these are the USPs. It's reusable, it's biodegradable, it's rash resistant, and it's good for heavy flow control, which also defines our markets. We have also patented it. We have patented the product because we are scared of this thing where a big person might come and take this away from us, and we want it to go as we want, like from one village to another. We also have the trademark for it. These are some other products that we have made in line, like fibers, cow fodder, HN95, which is India's only N95 mask, oil, clothing, herds, loofahs, bags, folders, wax wicks. So these are research products that we have already made with the local farmers. This is the valuation of these products. We can come to this later on, but this was important to us to see the potential. And this is the size. This is the slide of importance, where we found out that hemp oil, shirt, and hemp hat were the products which were of high value, and we could focus on that. We also did an assessment of 12 districts in Himachal, where we counted how many farmers are there and how much the GDP of the state can be if we go with this kind of a model. This is for the pilot projects with the government. We are doing this basically for creating awareness and bringing justice to the plant and also to the Himalayan communities. Our target markets are export markets, yes, because already there is a lot of awareness about hemp. We already get requirements from countries like Sweden and Denmark, we like Taiwan and Malaysia. We have hemp enthusiasts here who are willing to take this product. Teenagers and young girls in the school seminar models, new mothers. Why? Because it's good in heavy flow and very high in absorbency, and also the NGOs. Now, we also did this interesting study of finding a beachhead market. Beachhead market is...
Sorry to interrupt, Hanish, but you need to quickly wrap it up.
Okay. So beachhead market is just like schoolgirls were the first market to target. I can explain later on how did we get here. This is a competitive landscape and the profit scenario. Like there are some other players also, but we are the only one in the hemp industry so far who are into the sanitary pads. We have a distribution strategy. If somebody wants to become a distributor in 7 different slabs, this is the pricing. This is important for me, maybe not here. Then we have an online strategy also. We are present on Facebook and Instagram, and we use AIDA model for making vlogs and blogs as well. This is the impact assessment. Just wrapping it up, 250,000 packs. If we are able to give 250,000 packs to women, that will discard 3 crore, which is 300 million, 30 million pads from the nature, which is another aim of reducing the sanitary pad footprint from the world. So this is us. And this is more of our team members. So this is a thank you and our community. So it's just, I'm open for the Q&A. Thank you.
Do we have any questions from the judges?
I have a couple.
Sure,
One
please.
is that, Hanish, thank you for that presentation. You mentioned 2 or 3 different cooperatives. You said farmers, industrial sales. How do they come together, if at all, if you can talk a bit more about that? The second question was, the sanitary napkin market is huge already, with the government also supplying, and, low cost pads, how much ever education we may be doing, women are looking at low cost pads. How do you aim to make your space in the market? You have outlined it a bit, but I'm still concerned given the big market size which is present.
Right. So basically, these cooperatives come together in a way. I haven't mentioned sales cooperative here because I have to add it here. Now, farmer will be growing it. Cultivation will be happening, and that will happen when we have a policy. And cooperative is also like that, where government will only give license to the high-end farmers, like who have big lands. So what happens to the small-scale farmers? So when we have a group of farmers, which are like say 15 farmers, and they have connected land, so that is one strategy why there is this farmer cooperative. Second is industrial cooperative, where when the harvest is done, after that it needs to be processed. Like say sanitary pads need to be made. So that is a separate industrial cooperative, and we are thinking industrial cooperative women are better in this because sanitary pads, they holistically, like there is still patriarchy in a lot of areas in the, like rural is still patriarchal, I will say. So we have to understand that as well. So that way, because mountains are huge, women can do the industrial cooperative society, and they show interest also accordingly. And third is the sales force, which will go to the schools taking the product made by industrial cooperative like sanitary pad and do the awareness campaigns over there, or how they all come together in this, but still they are separate because their functionalities are different. And another point is the market that you have mentioned. So beachhead market that I mentioned before, which is the early adopters market. So this is how we want to go first, like focus on the school girls and rural women. And this product is reusable up to like 1 year. So now, right now it costs 650 rupees. Now it's going for 1 year. But when we see the lowest possible costed whisper, which comes at a price of 30 rupees, that is 12 into 30 is equal to 360. So I mean, this is how the pricing is going on. But we have another USP of rash resistance. Now this is critical to the product, because we have heard it from a lot of market research that women face a lot of rashes when it comes to use whispers and stay free. So that is an upgrade in the health wise scenario as well, so which needs to be considered. And slowly we are going to reduce the price, because this is the highest we can go for since the hemp industry is starting in India. So the thing is, everything is at a high price right now, but slowly it is going to go down, and that time we will also reduce the prices. But so far this is the scenario.
Thank you, Hanish. Maybe we can move to the next presentation, since we also have the closing ceremony. Okay, I see a question from Mr. H.P. Rathod. Please go ahead, sir.
I just need one clarification. In governance structure, you have shown government also. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
So if government is there, how your cooperative is going to function? How it is going to maintain its democratic control?
So that is a question. So that's why, see, this is in the model. Now government is there because they are important stakeholders. They have role in the policy making. They have roles in the decision making. Like we make decisions in our cooperative, but their decisions influence us also because we are operational in their state. So to make them understand about this, they are stakeholders in this. We cannot, if we are not considering the government, then this is an impractical approach. That's what my opinion is, and we have to include them. And democratic, that you have mentioned, I am concerned about that as well. But I'm still trying to find, like how to go with it, because uh, when it comes to ask them for the policy and all, they only are going to decide. So we have to be in good terms with the government as well. So if you have any suggestion in that, I would be happy to take them.
Yeah, I have a suggestion that whenever you are forming a cooperative, try always you can take support from the government from the policy perspective. You can lobby with them, you can make them understand about your requirements, but making them part of your governance structure would, in that case, you will lose your democratic control, you will lose your autonomy and independence. These two principles you will have to compromise.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
So you have to change your governance structure. Decision
Right.
has to be taken by the members or their representatives. That would support and that would help your cooperative.
Okay, sir. Okay. So actually, I got this validation from your side as well, and I think I'll keep that in mind, and that's how we will suggest it with the government, or maybe we won't do it with them. Thank you for that.
All right, thank you, Hanish. We have the next presentation from Ms. Khadija Sara from Mara Junior Science College, Malaysia. Khadija, you can please unmute yourself and start your presentation.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. First of all, I would like to apologize because I am not able to share any kind of media due to some very unavoidable technical problems. Okay. I know this kind of verbal pitch can be quite boring, but just stick with me through it. Okay. So before I start talking about my business model, our business model, I'll just give you a brief introduction about my cooperative, like what are we, okay? So Mara Junior Science College is actually our, government's initiative to actually help students, bright students who come from lower income group, okay? And we have several colleges under the same parent institution. So, and all of us share kind of like the burden of providing quality education to these group of students. So, sole reliance on government funding is not, inadequate to defray our expenses, right? Right. So that's why each of the colleges have our own cooperative. So what makes my college unique from others is we ventured in agriculture, and we basically have our own rock melon farm. This is our business model, rock melon farm, smart farming, and we specifically use the fertigation method to plant all these melons. Okay, so basically our farm is I'm going to explain to you the organization. Okay, we have the chairman of the project who basically oversees the whole project, and under the chairman himself we have the project leader who will basically manage the day-to-day running of the farm, and under him we have another two teams, which is the fertigation team who manages the farm, and the marketing team who is in charge of the sellings and the sales and marketing. Okay, so basically we rock melon smart farming, right? We produce melons, we produce rock melons, and we basically what makes us different from other there's actually in Malaysia many farmers have started to venture in these type of agricultural activities. So basically what makes us kind of different from others is because we utilize the facilities of our college. That means that results to actually a very minimal cost of overheads, right? Okay, with very minimal cost of overheads, we are able to produce and sell melons at a very low price, at least lower than other markets, right? Okay, so basically we have just started the this rock melon business to sustain our cooperative due to the pandemic, And we just started last year in August 2020, and it's still ongoing. It's still ongoing, and we have basically reached quite great support from local residents, from wholesalers, and now due to the travel restrictions, we are not able to open our college to visitors, to students even. So we use social media. We use social media as basically our medium to sell our melons. And to where do our funds come from? Basically our funds, the everything to pay for our equipment and stuff. Everything comes from our member of cooperatives. Everything is from the initial investment of our members of cooperatives. And for now, we have not break even yet. And we are expecting to break even early next year, which is basically after the 4th to 5th harvest. Okay. We do have quite a few competition, around in Malaysia, there are a lot of rock melon farmers. But around our area, there's only around 20 contract farmers who do the same thing as us. So it's basically we have very minimal competitions, and with like what I said, we sell our melons at a lower price. I think it's not much of a problem, to attract people to come and buy our products, right? So basically, our target market is local residents, wholesalers who buy, a bunch of our products, and also, and we plan to actually, we plan to reach, bigger enterprises, like hypermarkets, and that is actually a very big goal. So there's a lot of other stuff to be worked on in order to achieve that goal. Okay. And how is our farm sustainable? I can say that we, like I specifically said, we use the fertigation method, which is fertilizer and irrigation combined together, and we are able to actually produce a very a huge amount of crop in single harvest as compared to other conventional methods, right? And we are actually looking forward to
Sarah, there are only 30 seconds left. You need to wrap up, please.
Okay. Yeah. So basically we are also looking forward in improving our technology, improving our farm technological wise, to produce better crops and to attract more customers. Okay. So I'm open for any questions now.
Thank you, Sarah. Judges, please, you can go ahead with the questions. Yes, TP, please go ahead.
What do you think is the advantage, or why do you think that the youth is essential to this venture, and how do you see the future of your product or your venture?
Oh, okay. Basically, as I mentioned just now, we are a cooperative of a college, right? So basically, our students are a part of our cooperative members. Even I am a part of the cooperative members. And all the money that we get from selling our melons is brought back into our college for the and actually we're a boarding school. We are a boarding school, so we have a bunch of services to be provided to the students, such as laundry, a public van, cafe, and stuff. And all the funds, all the profit that is gained from the rock melon plantation will be brought back into our college, into our cooperative.
My question, Sarah, thank you for that presentation. My question is, how do you plan to scale or replicate your cooperative?
Scale or replicate? I can't seem to get that question. Can you elaborate what you mean by scale or replicate?
How will you say reach out to more colleges? Because you mentioned there were several other colleges which were under this umbrella. How will you reach out to them? How will you increase your, say, yield? How will you make more profit, get more members?
Okay. So basically under Mara, there are 54 other colleges in total. So, and each of us have our own cooperative, you know, like that. Like yesterday, one of our other colleges did present their own cooperative. So basically, I think it is not impossible for us to, you know, collaborate with each other to, you know, because we each sell different products. Maybe we can set up a bigger initiative, maybe a one parent cooperative to you know, just to allow everyone to be under the same institution, the same cooperative, I mean.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yes, sir. Yeah.
See, I see it's a good way to utilize the available land in your college and produce melon. It's a good idea. But is it sustainable? Because in tomorrow your college may decide to sell this land at higher rent to some private person. Then the basic resource of land you are losing. Then is your model competitive in market if you do not have such cheap or free available land?
Okay, basically, sir, I think there's no way our college will be opening other people to come and utilize our land. But basically, to answer your question, we have not looked into that because there's no such way that that's going to happen. But I can say that we are, because it's we don't use this we don't utilize our land for free. We actually pay rent, but at a very, very low cost, you know, $150 for each harvest. Very, very low, but we do. Okay. And basically there's no way our college is going to open for other people to use our land. Yeah. I hope that answers your question.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Sarah, for the presentation.
Okay.
I think we are done with all our presentations now, and we will close this session, and we'll meet next in the closing ceremony where the announcement for the winners will happen. And we also have Dr. Kirivandenia from Sri Lanka joining us as the keynote speaker. I'm posting the link in the chat. Please join us in the next session in another 10 minutes. I will also request all our judges to please update the scores in your respective Google Sheets, and we will convene again with the same link to discuss the results. Thank you.